Hello and welcome. This video will solve some more problems on greatest integer function. So here we have to find the domain of this function f of x. Have f of x is equal to f of x is 1 over square root of gi of x square minus gi of x minus x. So let's find the roots of this. First of all, we have minus x square and minus x. So I think we can take 5x and oh, 3x and 2x. 3x and 2x. I can take minus 3x plus 2x. So we can write this as 1 by square root of x gi of x square minus 3 times gi of x plus 2 times gi of x gif of x minus x. Further, I can write this as 1 over square root of gi of x. I can take common. I'm left out with gi of x minus 3 plus 2 gi of x minus 3. Further, I can write this as 1 over square root of gi of x plus 2 into gi of x minus 3. Let me write it minus 3. So now it's easy to find the domain. So we have square root. So whatever is inside the square root should be greater than 0. It cannot be negative. When we have products, let's take this as a and this as b. So if I have a into b, so here the first condition is a into b should not be equal to 0, because 1 by 0 will give you undefined values, and minus a into b will give you negative values. This is also not permissible. Minus a into b is also not permissible. a into minus b also gives you negative minus ab. So a into negative ab, or a into negative b is also not permissible. When both are negative, negative a and negative b, then we get positive. So negative a and negative b is permissible. When both are positive, a and b both are positive, the product is positive, so a into b is permissible. So we need to find the domain such that when both a and b are negative and when both a and b are positive. So let's take the number line. Thus we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 5 and so on. So when does this become 0? So when you put x is equal to, and when x is, we have x plus 2. So whenever this jf of x is 2, then when this jf of x is minus 2, this becomes minus 2 plus 2, 0. So this is not permissible. So we'll see where it is minus 2. We have minus 2 from this value, from minus 1 to minus 2, from minus 1 to minus 2, from here to here, it is not permissible. So this is not permissible. From here to minus 2, this is not permissible. From here to here, this is not permissible. Let's come back to this later. Now we have gi of x minus 3. So whenever this is 3 plus 3, this becomes 0. So that is also not permissible. Whenever it is exactly 3, this is 3, actually 3. So this is also not permissible. or up to, or we can see it whenever it is 3. It is 3 from 3 to 4. From 3 to 4 it is 3. So from here to here you cannot take any values. So from here we can take values. From 4 we can take values actually. So from -2 we can take actually the values. Now let us see. If I take mod x, if I take gi of x less than -2, take less than -2. Let's say if I take -3, if I take -3, or if I take -2.1 also, it is -3 only. So if I take -3, what happens? If I take -3, so this is if I take -3, this is -3 plus 2. So -3 j of s is -3, -3 plus 2 is -1. So here what happens? Here is -3 and -3. So this is also -3 and -3, which is -6. So both are negative. So here both 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 a and b are negative. Both a and b are negative. So you take any values from here to here. Both a and b are negative. When both a and b are negative, the product is positive. So this comes under the domain. Now let us take the values between -2 and 3. -2 and 3. If I take values between -2 and 3, let's take, I'll take 0. If I take 0, I take 0, take 0, this becomes 0 plus 2, this becomes 0 minus 3. So this is 0 plus 2, this is 0 minus 3. So this is positive, this is negative. So product is -6. So take any value between -2 and 3, -2 and 3. This is actually negative. So the domain does not exist here. So now next interesting thing is you cannot take 3, because when you put 3, this becomes 0. 1 over 0 is undefined. Let us take 3.5. Even if you take 3.5, so GIF of 3.5 is 3. So again, up to here you cannot take. If I take 4, let's say if I take 4, what happens if I take 4? If I take 4, 4 plus 2, here we have 4 minus 3. So 4 GI of 4 is 4 plus 2. GIF of 4 is 4. You'll get 6 and 1. So both are positive. So A and B are positive. Let's take one more example. Let me take 4.5, or let me take 5.5. If I take 5.5, more than this. 5.5 if I take, so GIF of 5.5 is 6. Sorry, GIF of 5.5 is 5. 5 plus 2, and here we have 5 minus 3. 7 and 2. So both are positive. The product is also positive. So from 4 you can take the values. From 4 you can take the values. Anything less than 4, if you take, this becomes 0. So it starts from 4. We can verify this once again. So what is my claim is, the answer is from, my claim is the domain is from -infinity to -2, and -2 is not included, union 4 is included, and to infinity. So let us check. If I put -2, if I put exactly -2, this becomes -2 j of -2 plus 2. This is 0. So 0 into something is 0. So 2 is not included. So if I take less than -2, anything less than -2, if I take -2.1 also, GIF of -2.1 plus 2, here -2.1 minus 3. GIF of -2.1 is -3 plus 2. So this is -1. Here again you have -3 and -3, which is -6. Both are negative. So here, anything less than -2, both these two products are negative, which gives us the product positive. So this is clear. Now let us move on to the right side. Now if I take 3, if I take exactly 3, so this is 3 minus 3. So GIF of 3 is 3 minus 3, which is 0. So 3 is not included. Now if I take anything, if I take 3.9, GIF of 3 is -3. So 3.9 is 3 again. The j of 3.9 is 3, 3 minus 3 is 0. So any value between these two gives me 0. So you cannot take those values. Now if I take anything between these two values, between these, actually this is between from here to from 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 here to here, any value if I take, let's say, minus 1, if I take minus 1 plus 2, minus 1 minus 3, gf of minus 1 is minus 2, sorry, gf of minus 1 is minus 1 plus 2, this is minus 1 minus 3. So one of it is positive, and one of it is negative. So product will give us the negative value, so we cannot take anything between this interval. Finally, if I take any value exactly equal to 4, get 4 plus 2, which is 4 plus 2. Here we have j of 4 minus the j of 4 is 4 again. So here we'll get 6 and 1 both are positive. So any value if you take after 4, the product will become, both are positive, both the value a and b are positive, hence the product is also positive. So the domain for this function f of x is minus infinity to minus 2 union 4 to infinity. So this is my answer. Thanks for watching.